Good evening. I'm Danny Taylor, the General Manager here at the Palace Theater, and it is my esteemed honor to welcome you to the Palace Theater Presents, a Black History Month celebration. For the past 90 years, the Palace Theater has been dedicated to the mission of being a central hub for the performing arts, as well as an educational and community center to aid in culturally enriching the communities of Albany and the greater capital region. Since opening our doors in 1931, the Palace Theater has continued to create a vibrant environment where people from all walks of life can come together to entertain, educate, and expand the influence of self-expression. Tonight we will be showcasing just a sample of the incredible talent that exists within our community. And we hope that tonight's show will uplift you and remind you of a better tomorrow we are all looking forward to. We especially like to thank our sponsors, Capcom Federal Credit Union and Whitney Young Health, for making tonight's proceedings all the more possible.
Good evening. My name is Diana Perry.
And I am Reverend William Lynn Hamilton, and we are your hosts for this evening's event.
Right now, we are standing at the Palace Theater in Albany, New York, as they present Black History Month celebration.
And as I look out, the place is full. It's packed with celebrants.
It's packed. How is it packed? There's nobody here.
Well, if everybody who's watching online virtually were here, this place would be totally packed.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. They are here with us. It is a virtual celebration, and we thank you for watching us on your laptops, on your tablets, even on your cell phones. This is a packed house.
Absolutely, but we have one health and safety guideline that we would like you to observe.
Yeah.
If at your place where you are right now, if spontaneous celebration breaks out, we want you to look to the left and to the right and make sure that you socially distance as you celebrate with our guest artists.
And the reason why you're going to be celebrating is because we have a wonderful lineup today. Here at the Palace, we have local talent, we have talent from far and near, and we're glad you're here to celebrate with us.
Some are first-time performers on this great stage, and some have been here many times before. So we're looking forward to a great evening of celebration, poem, and artistry.
We even have dancers. But the great thing about it is we have a special guest. And in order for you to meet that special guest, we need you to stay right here. Before we get started, we would like to have this event be recognized for what it is. Although celebration is on the title card, this event is put together in observation of the recognition of Black excellence, not just now, but over the years. We have local activists and people that are working in their community that are getting into good trouble. Besides Americans dealing with racial injustices and even the pandemic, we know that if we come together, we can make a difference. And that's what this is about tonight. This is a celebration of excellence. This is a celebration that when we come together and our voices is heard, we can turn red to blue, we can make changes, we can speak on our own behalf, and we can change the future.
What I like about that is, although we're celebrating Black History Month, it's not exclusionary, it's inclusionary.
That's right.
So all Americans, we're in this together, and we cast a wide net, and we're all in this together as we strive for better and even best.
That's right, because two are better than one.
But on with the celebration. Let us get ready to hear Move to Be Moved, a great dance troupe that will come before the stage real soon.
Move to be moved.
You may shoot me with your words. Capcom, we believe that if you made it through this, you deserve a little bit of this. It's time to feel good again. Come on over to Capcom and take control of your financial future. You'll get the coaching you need, the conveniences you want, and award-winning service that puts you first. Ready to make this your best year yet? Open your Capcom account today and find out what it's like to bank where you matter most.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will help me welcome to our stage right here at Palace Theater, our very own Poetic Visions, Mr. Darian Gooden.
Your brain doesn't know the difference between a dream and reality, and a dream undeferred can influence reality like a good movie. Creates this conscious daydream until you wake up. It sinks in and then it's back to daily living. It's like trying to be in someone else's skin. You don't quite fit in. Untapped, potentially, exponentially different. And you know it, supposed to be living extraordinary, like that you identified with in the movie. Then it happens, this catastrophic event, like the time you struggled through your most difficult challenge, because when you passed it, you now have this great power with an even greater responsibility to live your story. So you advance from civilian to masterpiece with no cape, maybe a pair of tights, mastering the balance of life through a dream, undeferred, influencing reality, but imitation is the highest form of flattery. So I'm flattered to see Superman absorb the sun like me. Flattered to see the Hulk start small, grow large, turn Osiris green, be well endowed and ready to smash things. And it always takes a lady to tame the beast. Like Wonder Woman, looking like 100 is a new 20. Aging gracefully like Angela Bassett, Cicely Tyson, rest in peace. Angela Bassett, Cicely Tyson, Felicia Rashad, O.M. Goddess, black doesn't crack. Birthing stars between her thighs like you and I, and her third eye recognizes lies and illusions like a woman's intuition. Ladies, I've seen you tie your emotions to an event and never forget. What a wonderful way to lasso the truth, and hell hath no fury like the woman Storm, the first mutant to be worshipped as a goddess. It's like channeling energy from the root of your spine to out of your mind. I see why the rise of the black cobra sat on ancient Africans' mind's eye. It's the same reason why Peter Parker got bit by the black spider, why Venom appeared to be more powerful, and why Spider-Man was most powerful in the dark costume. From Anakin to Darth Vader via the dark side, but depicted as evil. Why is being black so subliminal? Imitation is the highest form of flattery. So I'm flattered to see the Flash move as fast as the blink of a third eye, like the speed of thought. Sonic like the Drake-like hedgehog running through the Matrix. Let me rewind and slow it down this time. Sonic like the dreadlock hedgehog running through the Matrix, collecting 7 chakra, chaos, emeralds to morph to super sonic, super saying we transform to new beings every 7 years. Animated bodies of art in real life, real time, something to marvel at universally. And finally, Black Panther, rest in peace. This melanistic carbon copy reflection of you and me, the only superhero that doesn't receive his super abilities through freak laboratory accidents, but obtains the strength of the Black Panther through the drink of a heart-shaped herb. It's like that fake junk regular gas food we eat versus superfood plant and veggie like Ultra 93. Naturally a hero with the option to be super as long as you eat what nature feeds. Naturally, great warriors like the Dura Milaje, black women, the most educated person in the world. But imitation is the highest form of flattery. They psychologically trained me through servitude and slave movies to keep me naive while pretending to be me, a tricknology illusion like the all-powerful Grand Wizard of Oz, perpetuating supremacy till God reversed as a dog. Till God reversed as a dog, peels back the curtain to reveal he's really this small. I've said enough. So for all my melanistic Black Panthers and Nakia Okoye warrior queens, throw your W's up and repeat after me. We are super.
And now we welcome to the stage Restoration Voices.
No one can do me like you do. No one can love me like you love me. You are the living God, oh. Is there no one like you? No one can do me like you do. No one can love me like you love me. You are the living God, oh. Is there no one like you? You pick me up from the miry clay, set my feet upon the rock to sing. You are the living God, oh. Is there no one like you? Écoutez-moi, 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 écoutez-moi. You are the living God, oh. Is there no one like you? God is faithful.
Too much,
ese es love. Too much, too much, too much, ese es love.
I'm backstage at the Palace Theater. For 90 years, thousands of artists have prepared to perform for Capital Region audiences. Since first opening our doors in 1931, the Palace has welcomed some of the greatest black artists of all time. From Aretha Franklin to Dave Chappelle, Queen Latifah to Tyler Perry. Black artistry extends throughout all aspects of entertainment, and the full list of performers that have taken our stage as well as stages throughout the Capital Region is truly staggering.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this very time, we would like to welcome to the stage none other than Miss Barbara Howard.
A poor pilgrim of sorrow, I'm lost in this wide world alone. I have no hope for tomorrow. So I started to make heaven my home. Sometimes I'm tossed and driven, Lord. Sometimes I don't know where to roam. But I heard a city called heaven, and I'm trying to make heaven my home. Sometimes I'm tossed and driven, Lord. Sometimes I don't know where to roam. But I heard of a city called heaven. But I heard of a city called heaven, and I'm trying to make heaven my my home. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown and longed for still. His song is heard on a distant hill. For the caged bird, he sings of freedom. All right. from the start. If you believe, I know you will. Believe in your magic right from the start. You'll have a brain, you'll have a heart, you'll have courage to last your whole life through. Just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself as I believe in you.
2020 changed the world as we know it. A pandemic hit the world. And we would like to take a few moments, first of all, to thank the essential workers that are out there risking their lives on a daily basis to make sure that you and I have everything that we need.
We all have experienced COVID-19 in various ways, some closer and more dear than others. Some of us have heard the story, and some of us have been about the story, and some of us have an empty dinner plate because someone has passed due to COVID-19. At this point, we're going to celebrate their life with a moment of silence. Let us bow our heads. Thank you. Thank you so much. We continue to pray with you and for you.
Since the start of the nationwide venue closures due to COVID-19, the Palace, like most independent arts organizations, have struggled to stay afloat. But through these difficult times, we have worked to strengthen our place in our community, where help is needed most. In the past year, we have presented the Palace Sessions, a free live music series streaming from the Palace, and partnered with Capcom Federal Credit Union and the food pantries for the Capital District to distribute over 8,000 pounds of food and hundreds of school supplies for our neighbors in the Capital District. Today we have here the Tone Setters. Thank you for coming this afternoon. How are you guys?
I'm good. We're good.
What does Black History Month mean to you?
I'll answer that one.
Go ahead.
To me, Black History Month is the month I get to celebrate my race and my culture and my people.
It basically, well, Step showed me, like, there's many talent out there. There's many African Americans that had many talent, and it showed me that, like, Step is a talent for me.
Awesome. How has COVID affected your ability to practice with your team, and what has this year taught you about yourself?
COVID has affected our team a lot because we stopped, like, our competition stopped and our practices stopped. So, like, us being active has stopped a lot because we're not here every 2 weeks practicing and going to competitions. So, yeah, it has affected our team tremendously.
I'll answer the second part. It has taught me that I am very independent, determined, and hardworking.
That's awesome. Well, we really appreciate you guys coming out with us and practicing every time you've done it, and we really look forward to getting you back in the building. Thank you for coming today as well.
Thank
you for having us.
Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will welcome back to the stage again tonight, none other Poetic Visions, Mr. Darian Gooden.
They say that black cats are bad luck, that black males are bad delivered collateral of karma. The Black Plague was a curse. The Black Panthers were considered a hate group to white America. To be blackballed is a political cock block to screw you, and if you practice black magic, is ignorantly considered voodoo. The black market bootleg is stealing through piracy, and chaotic mayhem occurs on Black Friday. While Glinda the Good Witch wore white, the Wicked One wore black. In old westerns, the guy with the black hat was the bad, good guy, white. Disney's subliminal imagery outlines black as bad, always losing the fight. Angels' food, white. Devil's food, black. Darkness by recessive definition is always represented in the negative, except in business. See, dollars in the black are a profit when you broaden your options to attract black dollars is odd and unbothered. But is it not unusual that it's common to wear all black at funerals? In the game of pool, the white ball is the cue. Bullet, missile, driving every race off the green planet space, the last one being the black ball. Number 8. Now, is it really just a game or a game of supremacy? You see, it's psychological genocide when a little black baby decides that a white doll is more beautiful than her, mirror image, self-love diminished, declining to live life through a brown point of view in favor of Toni Morrison's blue eyes. It's like the difference between a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Christ. In contradiction to that biblical description, you see, your brain is an organ of association. It remembers through pictures. So if color doesn't matter, then why would the Pope commission every church in the world to hang up that lily-white Christ-like image and vision? When I say blue egg, what do you see? When I say pink elephant, what do you see? Now, when I say Jesus Christ, what color is he? The truth's been twisted to watered down opinions, propaganda promoting powerful people's poor perception publicly, and you eat it up like this is how it's supposed to be. I mean, imagine the resistance if black privilege existed. Imagine a black collar corporate depiction. Imagine if white on white crime was mentioned in the same slanderous sentence as black on black criminal violence. See, from 1999 to 2020, over 5,000 blacks were killed by white police. Is it coincidence or justice? When a man is killed for selling 50-cent Lucy's, when a man is executed for selling CDs, when an officer makes over $1 million for firing 6 shots at an unarmed teen who's running away for safety? Racism, hidden in point blank, bang! Down the range of his crosshairs lies another justified murder in front of him with the law behind him, while propaganda televises, telling lies to your vision, and you'll defend it. See, ignorance is bliss. When you eat the news feed on TV, forgetting that black lives don't merely matter, but are the mind and matter. The original essential weapons of mass construction, much greater than sports and entertainment. You created the very essence of culture and civilization. It's been stated that the lowest of the low can take down the greatest of the great when the great forget who they are. And no, this doesn't imply race. I need all of you to look in the mirror and reclaim your greatness.
Throughout our country's history, African Americans have made significant contributions to the fabric of our society, many of them getting their start right here in the Capital Region and in New York State. Up next, we got a very special treat for you this evening. Please welcome to the Palace Theater, Azam and Hayes performing Wade in the Water.
Well, Wade in the Water is actually a code song that dates back to slavery times. And as a slave, obviously, you couldn't let people know when you were trying to escape. So you had to utilize code through song so that people would know where to go and what time to be there. And so the song, if you listen carefully, you'll hear instructions that are in there. Now, also at the same time, Azam and I are going to be using some improvisational jazz. Some of the things that we're doing, we haven't even practiced, but we're doing it together for the first time, as improv and jazz was expression in the Black community, and it still is. And that's how we do it. That's where scat comes from, and you'll hear me doing some of that too. So please enjoy Wade in the Water.
One more. Here you go. I said, wait, in no water. We're gonna take it right here. Say, God, gonna trouble the water down. You're gonna trouble. You're gonna trouble the water. Watch me, you're gonna trouble the water. Hey, hey, and the water is bubbling, 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 bubbling. Hey, 'cause the Lord is troubling, troubling, troubling. That's still watch me. We're gonna stop right here. In another water, hey, God, gonna trouble the water. Hey, yes, say God gonna trouble the water, the war, the war,
We're here at Palace Theater in Albany, New York, and we are celebrating our Black History Month. I have the special pleasure of interviewing our special guest tonight, all the way from New York City, Mr. Christian Mark Gibbs. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. We are so excited that you're here. I just want to be able to introduce you to the Capital District. So if you don't mind, would you just give us a little of your background?
A little bit. It's always hard to do, just a little of my background. But yes, I'm Christian Mark Gibbs. I was born and raised in New York, born in Brooklyn, raised in Queens. To two parents. My father is a guitarist and singer. My mother is an administrator, and I have three brothers as well. So we've been around music and organization our whole lives.
Yeah.
My mother is Guyanese, so I'm Guyanese American. And I grew up in New York City. I went to French Sinatra School of the Arts for high school, and then I went to Queens College to study vocal performance. Right after graduating from there, I moved to Colorado for a full-time job that I got straight out of school. While I was out there, I ended up getting a master's degree in vocal performance. Right after graduating, I did it was a national news of an all-black Oklahoma down in Denver Center. And right after that, I ended up moving back to New York City. Coming back here, I did one audition season, and I ended up getting into the Met Chorus for their opening of the season of the 2019-2020 season. Then ended up moving up to playing Robbins and Crabman at the Metropolitan Opera. And I did, right after that, I went on to do Intimate Apparel at Lincoln Center Theater, and we got cut off by the pandemic, unfortunately. But in the end, throughout the year, now here we are at the Palace Theater.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Also, don't you sing in different languages?
Yes, I do.
Would you mind sharing the different languages that you sing in? I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll say the different languages I've sung in also. Yeah, sung in, sing in. But I've sung Italian, French, German. I've sung Russian. I did a Czech piece with the choir once. I did Hebrew, Yiddish, some Spanish. A very vast amount of languages that I've had the pleasure of getting to learn how to sing and pronounce.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So what's your future endeavors? What do you plan to do next?
Oh man, I'm in so many different areas, so there's like different plans for each area that I'm in. So I have a plan for the theater area. I have a plan for on camera, TV as well as film. Opera wise, I've actually reached one of my goals just last year. Being on the Met stage. So that was honestly one of my top goals. I reached it, and after it happened, I was like,
that just happened.
I really did that. I didn't expect it to be so soon, but it's been, my life is honest. I am blessed to get to do what I get to do. So many aspirations. I do want to be on Broadway. That is a goal of mine, and it will happen. Pretty soon. Getting on a TV show. There's a lot of TV shows. A CBS or an NBC TV show or ABC. Whichever whatever of those networks wants to. any one of those networks. So that's the generalization of my goals.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Everyone, keep your eyes on Mr. Gibbs because he is going to be everywhere, and you're going to be able to say, "I saw him first." We thank you so much for coming.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
And in just a few minutes, you are going to see his performance, and it is going to be awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you and bring to the stage right now our featured vocalist, Mr. Christian Mark Gibbs.
Let it echo far and wide. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. How justice was our battle. How justice was denied. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. And say to those who blame us for the way we chose to fight, that sometimes there are battles which are more than black or white. And I would not put down my sword till justice was my right. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. Go out and tell our stories to your daughters and your sons. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. And tell them in our struggle we were not the only sons. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. Your sword can be a sermon or the power of a pen. Teach every child to raise his voice, and then, my brothers, then will justice be demanded by 10 million righteous men. Make them hear you. When they hear you, I'll be near you.
Pastor, can you believe this celebration tonight?
I had such a great time. I want to do it again next year.
You know what? Next year, you be here, but maybe it won't be virtual.
I pray that it is not. But we thank all of you for being here and joining us, and we hope you enjoy our celebration, Black History Month.
And we thank you, each and every one of our guests that made this possible. Thank you, God bless you, and good night.